to the next thing. Interesting angles. Interesting angles. Now, the person who owns the brand is going to be concerned with the product. They want to show off the packaging. They want to show off the product itself, the texture of it, the color of it. They want to see it being used in the way that it actually is used. Now the photographer is thinking, how do I take a pretty photo? Okay, I forgot to one, this kind of overlaps. Interesting angles, attention to detail. If you have products like this, there's a pattern. If it's off, the owner will notice. The photographer usually misses these things. That needs to be lined up. Also, if you're photographing, so like you could have a beautiful photo of the bottle, but if the name is slightly out of focus, the owner of the company will notice. That's something the photographer might miss. The photographer could be like, wow, it looks so pretty, the light is so great, and the owner's like, yeah, nice. Okay, and then you want to be really clear on which type of photo you're taking, because if you're only taking photos for the shop, it's a waste of your time to be photographing from above. Unless you're experimenting and learning, but if you're at the point where you know what you want, then your product photos for the shop are going to be, the angles are pretty standard. Let me show you. Okay, we're shooting for a shop. That means we're going to be getting photos that are directly straight on. Straight on, product from the front. Best angle for the light, yeah. Straight on from the front. They usually get a 3/4. Less appropriate for this product, but if you have a product that has lots of dynamic shape or curves, we like to show it off from the side, like a piece of jewelry. Also from the back. So really you're safe to just take photos in a circle when you're working with something like this. Just keep rotating the product around so you can see it from all these angles. Also, getting it lying down is popular, and usually for shops we'll have one standing up and one laying down. And then that way you can do things like two products side by side, having one with the top off or let the top come down. These are things you can do to make the photos a little bit more interesting for the shop while still being in the realm of white background simplicity. Taking them off, do that alone, side by side, everything facing forward, or maybe turn it on its side, let it roll a little bit. If it doesn't land where you like, then force it to stay somewhere. If it won't stay still, grab a little piece of tape or something and force it to stay down. A lot of the time we're trying to focus on all the little parts. Like right, when you're searching to buy a product, you want to know everything about it. So we're going to show off the packaging. You want to see what the dispenser looks like. So let's get a really good shot of that, which means you're going to come at an angle where you can see the shape of it. You can see how it comes out, like how big is the hole opening. Make sure your pocket's clean. You can get it right from above. You can give it some type of scale, like maybe using a plant or something. But now we're starting to move into that branded category. So I usually don't use a plant for the white backdrop in the shop. That's why sometimes you'll see like the beauty products people will have it in their hand, because that gives a sense of scale. But that in itself is simple. The hand is not really distracting. And again, if you're going to use your hand, make sure your nails are done. Mine are not. I would never shoot products unless my nails are done and you don't have hangnails. Take off your rings. People don't need to see all of your personal stuff when it's for a product shot. For branding and lifestyle, yes, totally. Because then your ring, remember what you wear, is part of your lifestyle. So then I would definitely show it off. But for product marketing, it's about the product, and a ring will distract. That's the goal. We're trying to sell this. Don't think about my ring, think about this. Okay, so that's for the white shop photos. Now when we move on to branding, the branding and marketing and lifestyle are where you get to be really creative with your angles, and especially with the marketing, because for the shop white, as we just discussed, it needs to be simple. for the lifestyle, you can do whatever you want, but really what you're trying to do there is show off your product in your lifestyle. So if I'm sitting in a coffee shop and or like here, I'm trying to show off my outfit and include the product in it, if I shoot it like this, you don't know what it is. This could be a child's block, like a building block. It could be a salt shaker. You don't know. And there's a lot going on in lifestyle photos, so you're trying to help people to decipher, what are you showing me? Is today's picture about your boots? Or is it about what you're holding in your hand? What is your hand holding? I don't even know. So lifestyle photos, you generally want them to be pretty obvious, kind of like the white photos for the shop. Think of it this way. If it's in your shop, it's about the product and nothing else. If it's a lifestyle photo, it's about the product and where it is in space. We're not really trying to get an interesting angle for this product. We're trying to say, hey, here's the product with my outfit, or hey, here's the product with my desk, right? Here's the product in my teaching space. Now, usually you have better backgrounds, like a coffee shop or something, but it's a pretty simple angle with the product. So now, with that understanding, let's go into the marketing branding, because this is where we get to be really artsy-fartsy, and where the angles and stuff really start to matter. And then you can take lessons that you learn here and apply them to these other ones. Okay, so let's grab our plant. Let's grab a couple little products.